If your wrestlers cannot use their techniques in live competition, whether it be practice or specifically matches, you need to have this conversation with them. Okay, so uh, in the sport of, let's think about basketball. When I'm shooting a free throw, it's a controlled environment, right? But when I'm shooting the ball, when I'm taking the ball down the court, it's chaotic. I'm getting elbowed. There's guys blocking me. It's very much hectic. It's even a little bit ugly, right? A gymnast who's doing her balance beam routine is left unobstructed. No one's hitting her in the head. No one's pulling her down. No one's attacking her legs. The balance beam isn't moving, right? It's a controlled environment. She can do her moves and unobstructed. Wrestling is ugly. So in wrestling, when I'm drilling on a opponent who's stationary yet hopefully working with me a little bit, maybe moving and resisting slightly to my setups, it's called drilling, right? Man, I look pretty on the mat. Competition is ugly. Expect it to be that will never change. Quit trying to go and wanting your wrestling competition technique side of wrestling to look and feel the same as it does when you're drilling, because it won't. It's not going to ever happen. Give up. So we like to say that sometimes the mom and the bleachers are on the side of the mat is actually the best coach in the gym. When you're on your feet, she's saying, throw him down, right? Throw him down. Get him. On bottom, she's saying, get up. Get up. And when you're on top, she's like, roll him over. Turn him over. Then he stands up. Throw him back down. That's really actually good coaching, because it's raw and it's sort of a broad and even barbaric. I'm trying to put you down and get on top of you. It might be an ankle pick. It might be a drive single leg. I might be looking for my leg attack, but you shoot. Oh, I reroute your with a thumb block, and now I have a corner, and I make it right, and then you sprawl, and now you have my leg, and I step over the back ankle, and 45 seconds later I get two. That was a scrap and a fight. So start to look at, when it's time to score in live wrestling, whether it's practice or matches, say, this is going to be a fight. It's going to be a scrap. I got to throw the guy down, right? I got to roll him over, and I got to get away. And sure, it's going to be quite a bit more refined because we have techniques, so it's not completely barbaric. But you got to change your mindset a little bit, and that it's going to be a sort of ugly in nature. And it's, John Smith used to say, "Hey guys, it's when the ref blows a whistle, it's pretty much." Oftentimes, wrestling, it turns into backyard wrestling, just like two kids in a backyard fighting it out, right? So embrace that, because it's not a controlled environment like the cheerleader has access to. It's constantly you're under attack. The soccer player doing a penalty kick is a controlled environment. The soccer player trying to score while the backfield is trying to take the ball from him, and the midfielders are on his heels, and he's got to. You get what I'm saying. It's very much different. And wrestling is the same way. So share this with your kids. Have this conversation with them, and just tell them to kind of lower their expectations a little bit and give themselves the freedom to get out there and fight and scrap it out. Subscribe to us at YouTube. You can build your whole career with Perler Wrestling. Go to perlerwrestling.com. You have year-round programs, camps, weekend competition camps once a month. Get a month's worth of wrestling crammed into a weekend. Some of you guys aren't live wrestling enough. You wonder why you're not going to win. You just don't get enough live wrestling. You don't have this feel. You don't have the instincts. So check us out there too. Online Wrestling Academy, girls camps. We pretty much do it all. So check out perlerwrestling.com and subscribe to our newsletter. There's advice there too.